Hey, what's up guys? Clear here, coming back with a new video. Today's video playing Azir in the mid lane. I'm doing something very similar to what I did last night, which is a VOD review on one of my games that I played recently. This is actually played yesterday. It was played the same day as the Jinx game. So you can see I'm playing the Azir. We have an Ezreal, a Alistar for our bot lane. We have a Karthus support, and we have an Alawi top. On their team, they have a Vladimir top, Graves jungle, Zed mid, and Kai'Sa Morgana bot. So Kai'Sa Morgana is a very, very strong lane. That's a really good dodge there. Zed's currently very strong. Vladimir is not too bad, but he went Spellbook, which the better thing is to go Klepto. And Graves isn't too bad either. On our team, Ezreal's pretty good, Alistar's pretty good. I don't think Karthus is as good anymore. They did nerf him a little bit during, I don't know, I think it was like 2 patches ago. Because, yeah, I haven't seen him play jungle in a while. So you can see that I'm standing here to place my ward at 120. Just a normal kind of thing. We've got a little bit to the next thing to happen. Yeah, so we're against a Zed. So first item will probably be going into some kind of armor, just to stop him from having kill pressure on me. So we'll just jump ahead a little bit, skip. So you can see bot lane, they're going to have a harder lane. Kai'Sa, the reason Kai'Sa's so strong with the Morgana is when she ults, the Morgana can put a black shield on her, which means none of the CC works on her. Alistar does struggle against Morgana, ranged being the first issue, second issue being Black Shield, third issue is ranged CC. So, and decent poke as well. So, Ezreal keeps getting hit by the bindings. I'm trying to pressure off the Zed off his farm, while also trying to farm at the same time. I don't want Zed getting ahead, but also don't want to give up my own farm. Top lane, not too much happening still. It's very early on to the game. Itemization, nothing too weird here. Everything looks pretty normal. Oh, we're just going to back up a little bit because I did miss the first blood. So, here the Alistar goes in, punches him back. Whoa, Morgana just lives. There was a lot used. The Alistar dies. They don't get the kill on Morgana. Kai'Sa picks up 2. You can see that a very strong lane. Probably a bad idea to go as far as they did. All of our summoners and all of their summoners used. So summoners wise equal usage. But gold-wise, the Kai'Sa comes out on top. And even worse about this is the Kai'Sa's now getting more experience as well as more gold. Looking at other lanes, though, the jungle is currently being invaded. Not too sure how this happens, because, yeah, the Karthus does get the kill here. I'm honestly not too sure on how the Graves didn't get the kill. What level is he? I can't see currently when he jumps back to life. He's level 3. They're both the same level, so yeah, I'm honestly not too sure as to how that happened. Getting poked down a little bit, trying to continue farm. I'm sitting like far back in my lane just because I don't want to be picked up. Top lane we pushed in. Bot lane is missing on their side. Yeah, we'll jump a little bit further ahead. I'm actually not too sure I'm on... there's not much happens for a little bit still. And yep, pushed in all of our lanes. So jungler has pretty good roam as to where he wants to go. Got poked down. I am low on mana, so I should not be as far up as I am. Graves tries to invade a bit more. Karthus holds his own. Alistar's roaming. Karthus is going to take the kill? Yeah, so it's 1 for 1. Probably actually better for the Karthus in this case. I do get ignited. I do take the kill. Let's jump back a little bit here to understand what happened. So I'm low on mana. half health. He's higher health than I am. Full energy. Jumps on me. Alistair's there. Zed ignites me. I barrier. I poke. And he dies. I do remember the Alistair did apologize for taking the kill. And I wasn't too fast on it. He saved my life. You can see that the Zed was not too happy that his bot lane did not call that. But that's not that bad. You can see they're pinging Infernal. And yeah, that was a really good trade for us. Top side still doing well. I used barrier in that. He used ignite. My barrier will be up before his ignite, I believe. 180 seconds, 100. Oh no, they'll be up at pretty much the exact same time. What else? Nothing else really happened. The Graves did use his flash in that fight with the Karthus, so a big win for him there. Less pressure in the lane. Alawi is going to get a first plate. Bot side having few issues. They're not doing too great. I do know that the Ezreal does get a little bit grumpy in this game, which I thought was kind of weird. Just going to slow down here. You can see that the Zed has jumped on him. He flashes over. He uses Blast Plant flashes, gets killed by the ultimate. Zed just jumps straight back out. Yeah, not much you can really do about that. I was in base, so I did ping it, but I wasn't able to help. Graves is looking for a gank. Lowy does come down. I'm not sure as to if they pick up anything from this. I don't believe they do. It's just a waste of teleport. And I think we just jump back into it. Oh, actually, they do get a kill onto the Graves, which is really good work by the Alistar. Only Alistar did anything there. The Ezreal would have been nice to get the kill, but he wasn't able to. Top side means that the Vladimir is able to push in. And there'll be a lot of gold lost. The Alawi does go for the Infernal, which makes sense. Making, what's it called? If they're taking something top, you take something bot kind of thing. He will probably get one. Yep, he does get one plate while we do take the Infernal. The Infernal, in my opinion, is a better option for us. I'm holding mid so the Zed can't roam because Zed is quite strong right now. They changed him. His ultimate's not as strong, but his his ultimate's not as strong, but his Q's stronger and all that. They kind of just moved his damages around. We are looking to a fight, but you can see Zed is behind us. We are getting pinched at the moment. The Alawi does pull in the Graves' spirit. They go in for a kill. I ult, which was a really clean ult, and we pick up 2 kills. I pick up 1. The Morgana flashes, and that was good, yeah. So, really, really nice ult by me there. I'm actually pretty proud of that one. And you can see that the Graves does come. Does he get the kill? I don't believe he does. No, doesn't look as much. Karthus does still have his ult if that was to be needed, but doesn't seem to be needed at this very moment. That was just him pinging to let everyone know that he does have it. He must have just turned level 6. He's low on mana, so he actually could not use it. Push in. I do go for a plate, but then decide not to because there is a Zed coming back and I am no mana. I've got, what, 38 mana? What else? Alistar has a bounty on him. He's 2-1. Gold-wise, we are ahead, like, 600 gold. I just want to quickly look at these gold tabs in lanes. So I'm 100 gold ahead of my opponent. Our Karthus is about 500 gold ahead of his opponent. Alawi's ahead 200 gold. Ezreal is behind about 500 gold. And Alistar is ahead 200 gold. So it does balance out quite well. Bot lane was our biggest issue in this game, I believe. Zed does move. For whatever reason, I'm not moving. Zed goes towards bot. I did ping that he was missing. But he will pick up a double kill if I'm correct. Yeah, he does. And the Zed does not get the kill there. Which is a real shame. But that is Karthus ult used. And he did get some stacks for his thing. The Karthus goes for a kill on the Vladimir instead, which they probably could have joined forces and went for the same champion, but mistakes happen and the Graves does pick up a double kill, bringing the gold about 2,000 ahead in their favour. This game is quite jumpy back and forth. You can see my itemization. I've gone for a Stinger, but also a Seeker's Arm Guard. The Seeker's Arm Guard is just to stop a lot of their AD damage. And I want the Stinger early because I've decided Stinger's a better option than going for a Luden's Echo, which is recommended weirdly by like u.gg. Obviously, that's just using like statistics and working out statistically which one's a better build based on what everyone's done around the world. But for me personally, I'm alright with my mana usage. Early on, not too much, but as the game goes on, it's not that big of a deal. Farming wise, it gets pretty easy for an Azir. He just uses these soldiers and they do the work. He's got good poke, good attack speed once he gets 3 of them up. And if you're playing it well, really strong, just in general. Morgana does move up and seems as though they don't do too much with that. What else? 2 of them have bounties, which is key to note because that does mean gold on the map for me to get. I do believe this is actually a game that I do go alright. Graves comes in, doesn't do too much honestly. I knock him back, try to do some damage on him. He uses his ult to get away. I barrier to stop any damage from Zed's ultimate, and I walk away from that. I do have to use barrier, but it wasn't too bad. I did use my ultimate as well, trying to get a kill, but wasn't able to. Probably not the best decision just because there was 2 of them. Probably would have been better just to get out of there. Not waste my barrier and not waste my ultimate, but it's alright. You can see my normal ward position is usually in the dot bush bot side because I do want my ADC to be safe. Almost always gets cleaned up, so I'm not too sure as to if there's a better place for it. Gold wise, still they're about 1,500 gold, 1,600 gold ahead. That comes from the kills they have. They've got 2 more kills as well as farm wise. Bot's about 10 farm up. Oh, and they just got a kill. Looks like there's a gank that's just happened, so we'll go back. Morgana's there taking the control ward. Oh yeah, I do remember this. I told them to back up because it was pretty obvious that something was happening. Ezreal randomly stops. I think he was texting. He dies, and pretty easy cleanup. The Alistar does live though, so it's alright. But Ezreal, I think at this point, was trying to flame everyone, saying that the jungle was bad. At that point, I was like, oh, maybe the jungler was bad because he hadn't done too much, but then I remembered it's a Karthus. He doesn't do too much other than ult. So he's not able to bring the most utility, but he still does what he needs to. Ezreal's using his ult just to clear out the wave. They're taking Earth Dragon. Just quickly look at vision wise. As you can see, we ult. Bit of a wasted ult because he used his smite. And we'll just jump back into my vision. Top lane still pretty boring. They do get that. He does get the kill. As I say, it's boring. He obviously gets a kill. You know, that's how it happens. The Vladimir rushed Zonya's first item. Not the best item for him. Probably wanted to be a Hextech Proto Belt. Would have been better, but it's right. The plates have just fallen. You can see I got 1 plate. They got 1. I think the Alawi got like 3 or 4. The Alawi was top, and I did ping it, but he just didn't react to it in time. I try to get my tower down, but I don't believe I have enough minions. No, I don't have enough minions to take it. And yeah, so Alawi teleports back top. I keep trying to push in because I'm not too sure as to where the Zed is, and I'm not too sure as to where the Graves is, but I'm confident that with pretty much all my summoners up, my barrier's up in about probably about 10 seconds now. I take the first tower. Good early damage. The Alawi teleports back into lane to stop her from losing too much. The Garthus is taking Scuttle. Zed does ping that I'm missing. I did back, but yeah, I went to click this shot because I'm not used to doing spectating. I do know there's a few spectating bugs that I saw last game. I don't think anything really happens but for a little bit. They do try and take my tower. Doesn't achieve too much. I'm just going to slow it down a bit. Yeah, top's getting ganked. He does get jumped on. Flashes away. Graves... Vladimir does flash. Gets a slow off. No, not a slow off. Graves then flashes and gets the kill. There's no trade kill back on that for now. I'm walking up with the Karthus. You can see that the Zed is pinging for them to go away, but they are currently not listening. I jump in, flash, knock them in, get 1 kill, get 2 kills, and pretty good by me. Did use my flash, but we secured 2 kills. The gold still being only 2,000 in their favor. Bot side do lose the tower, and Kai'Sa is currently 5-1. So if we do kill the Kai'Sa, then she probably... if we do kill the Kai'Sa, then we'll have a nice gold bounty on us. Farm it up a little bit, get minions. I do have double buffs at this very moment because I did kill the Graves. Pretty sure I was the one that killed the Graves. Oh crap. I'm just going to back up a little bit because I missed this one. So yeah, do this farming as you saw just a moment ago. Just speed it up a little bit. And then I walk through here. I walk through here because I see the Alistar. I think I'm safe. And no. Do get ulted. Don't die though. We poke the Morgana very low. I should not have walked through here, even though it looked safe. It really wasn't. I did use my barrier, and I do use my barrier very sparingly because it is quite a short cooldown, and if I'm stopping other people from snowballing, I think it's a good idea. I do walk in a dangerous position. I should not walk through here considering we don't have vision of that bush, didn't have vision of that, didn't have vision, and don't have vision. So, all in all, a bad idea. I do walk in, just take the kill. I do get the shutdown gold, which is really nice, and do pick up a double kill. As you can see, I'm now 403 with 450 gold bounty. The Karthus does die, does not have an ultimate, so he's not able to get the kill on the Graves. Ezreal's currently trying to push in bot side to get the damage on the turret, while we do go top and try and take that turret. Zed will trade 1 turret for this. I do not believe Ezreal takes this one though. No. He most certainly doesn't, yeah. He doesn't get that turret, but we do get 1 for 1. I'm trying to get back to lane as fast as possible using a bit of mana, but I do have my blue buff, so... Actually, I don't have a blue buff anymore. Must have just expired. Ezreal does get killed, but gets a kill off. So one for 1 in a 2v1 situation is a pretty good trade. And... yeah, it's just a little bit of a speed up now. Oh no, not right now. You can see the Zed did try and take our red buff. I take it just to secure it. As no one on our team really needs a red buff. May have been nice on the Karthus for sure, but I think not too bad on me because I do get the slow then off my soldiers, and then my soldiers can apply more damage, and being the most fed on the team, that may be helpful. Ezreal's going standard item build. Actually, all of us are doing standard item build. All of them are doing standard item build. The Edge of Night was actually a pretty smart pickup. You can hear that they are taking Rift Herald currently. Yeah, the Edge of Night is a good pickup just because of the Karthus ult. Karthus does step up a little bit too far at this moment. I wouldn't be this far up considering none of them are on the map and you just hear this. So maybe just to pull back a bit. We hadn't made any trade at all. We went and supported them really, like went up with them. Morgana's just picked up Leandri's Torment, which is kind of weird. She's going full AP instead of supportive items. She hasn't got her, what's it called? It's not Eye of Frost, is it? No, Eye of Frost is that one. It's the one ahead with all the gold on it, an extra ward. Graves does come down onto the Alawi. Alawi jumps on her ults, and I believe she does get the kill at this point. Oh no, she doesn't, because it's 2v1. 3v1. I do come down to try and help, but at this point it's too late. Really should just continue pushing mid. Would have made more sense. I do believe she get a little bit grumpy about this because she just got killed and she's 2-4, so do poke out the Zed to force him to use his ghost away, his shadow I mean. Azir's up top trying to 1v1 the Kai'Sa, just trying to get some farm at a distance. Actually he does dive in, she ults in and gets a kill on him. Very bad idea from him jumping forward. Yeah, you can see that the Alawi and the Ezreal are fighting. Just gonna move this down a little bit. There we are. Yeah, Ezreal spam pinging, thinking somehow we're gonna be able to go top and stop the tower. One tower's not too bad to give over. We are only about 1,000 gold behind, and they do have a Rift Herald though, so. Yep, they do use Rift Herald middle. I'm currently not there. It's only Karthus and the Alistar. Zed jumps on him, gets the kill onto the Karthus, and the ult is used by Karthus. The Zed uses Edge of Night, like I mentioned before, is good against Karthus, and that's how we got it. Vladimir used Barrier from his spellbook. I was trying to work out how he had Barrier because I hadn't seen it at the start of the game and I didn't see it in the game. But yeah, so now we continue to push. I do have my Zhonya's now, so the Zed can't use his ultimate on me too easily. I place my little tower behind me so they can't flank too well. Do take the first tower, or do take a tower there. I do get stunned, but I do mess that one up actually, yeah. I messed that up thinking that I could knock him back into my tower. I wasn't able to because of the black shield. Ezreal does pick up a shutdown onto the Zed, which puts him actually nicely into the game. When we get a bit of downtime, I'll show you guys what the gold looks like. He does pick up another kill, so that's a double kill for him in that fight. So it was a 3-for-2 with a tower. Actually, we don't get the tower. And then Karthus does step forward a little bit. Probably a mistake. But no one else is there to fight because they're all dead currently. I'll just quickly look at these gold now. Ezreal is still 2,000 gold behind. Alistar's about 1,900, 1,800 behind. I'm ahead by 700. My top lane's ahead by like 2,500. And Graves is ahead by 200, I guess. Karthus is behind by 200. Looking at itemization, I don't know why he did that. The Alawi went for a Spirit Visage. I do understand it's good for his healing, but also a lot of them are AD. It was only the Vladimir that was AP, and he is not very strong right now. The Ezreal is looking at going the double tier build, which is strong right now. Easy turret taking, very late game build. As you can see, our team is very late game oriented compared to theirs, which is very early game, except for the Kai'Sa. Actually, Kai'Sa and Vlad are late game. Whoop. Oh, sorry. Currently farming. I jump in to try and get the kill, and I do still get the kill, but she used her ultimate to try and get away from my dive in. Alawi is going for the kill at this very moment. She does get the spirit damage off, but doesn't get the kill, and I do believe Alawi does get picked up. Yep, she does. Just jump back a few seconds. Yep, so the Karthus is taking jungle, thinks he's all safe because we're so far ahead. Everyone else is missing, and the Graves just picks up a really easy kill. We continue to push mid because, as you can see, that there is no one around us. I wall them off so they aren't able to do much. He does try and jump on me. I use my Zhonya's and we get out of there. I don't believe I have my tower up, but I put my soldier there just in case he does step forward. It puts him in a position where he can get a lot of damage done to him. Dragons wise, we do have an Infernal, and they have an Ocean and a Earth. We're now ahead in gold by about 1,000 gold, which isn't too bad. I am 5-1-5 against an 8-1-4. Ezreal's now starting to do something just because Ezreal's Ezreal. I jump in to help him, but Ezreal picks up the kill, which is really good. I have 0 mana, so I can't do too much. Alawi teleports, and I go, alright, I guess I have to stay to help, which I probably didn't have to, but it was in our best interest as a team to do that. We do go for the dragon instead, which evens up the dragons 2-2, but we do have the Infernal, meaning we are stronger as a team. Yeah, don't believe Kai'Sa jumps into that because that would be a death wish. And Ezreal and I both back. We all reset. The Zed does take the tower, but I think he gets himself put in a bad position. Alawi does take their blue buff, which no one really needs. Maybe the Kai'Sa is the one that wants it the most, but yeah, overall not too bad. They do jump in, get 1 kill. The Vladimir uses his ultimate Hemo Plague, gets another one off, and I think he does die, yeah. The Alawi does die, meaning that the whole taking blue buff was wasted. Ezreal, not Ezreal, Alistar gets ulted by the Zed, he does die. I do quite a significant amount of damage on the Graves because he stepped through the wrong way, and Ezreal picks up the kill for me. I step forward a little bit just to get a bit more damage onto the Morgana Tiscara, and I did think actually I could probably get the kill. Vladimir is up, Zed is behind me, and I decide to back off a little bit. Just take a minion, slow down their wave push, and I try to stop the Zed. Yep, I stopped the Zed from backing. I wasn't sure on how much gold the Zed was on, but I assumed if he was trying to back, he had enough gold to get an item, so just stop him. Ezreal is now doing chunking damage because he has his Lost Chapter, as well as a Mirror Mana. I now have 3 items, my Nash's 2, my Morello Nomicon, and my Zhonya's. And I'm not sure what my next item is actually at this point. I think I do usually go for Rylai's, but now I've worked out Rabadon's as a better option. I'm actually going off like a platinum build instead of a silver build, which is working way better for me. Seeing all of them bot, we have decided to get Vision on Baron just because they can't see where we are. Like, yeah, their vision doesn't show anyone except for the Alawi, which makes them think that they are going towards the Baron. And just a normal ult to clear the wave, stop them from doing anything, and just a little bit of poke. Ezreal now has a 700 gold bounty. His ultimate's on a very low cooldown, 66 seconds at this point in time. I'm just trying to clear waves, keep pressure on them. You want to keep all side waves pushed. I do get rooted, but we jump on, kill her ghost. No, she does get away. I dove in, I was hoping that maybe they would engage on me, and if they did that, I could knock them back into the team. They didn't, so just had to back off. Does ult me, I Zhonya's. Zhonya's had a few uses in this game, actually. As you can see, that literally a triple kill just because of his ultimate. And I do believe this is actually pretty much the end of the game. We take the turret, which maybe wasn't the best idea, but now it is because the actually it wasn't too bad an idea. The Alistar didn't take any damage. You can see that all their death timers, and will be game over now. I style around a little bit, doing my Shurima shuffle and stuff. We take down turrets like there's no tomorrow anyways, and I finished the game 5-1-12. So even though the game looked really bad at first, we did pull it together and won the game. I will just quickly show you guys the current damage, or the get damage of that game, and then actually show the win streak that I've had. Yep, there we are. So that game was the 5-1-12 game here that I had recorded, or had downloaded the recording of. Just looking at graphs wise, I had 18,000 damage compared to everyone else in my team. Azir did actually pull together and get 18,000 damage as well. I was just about 600 ahead of him, which was really good considering the Azir was having a pretty bad game at the start and did have a fight. I do believe this was an S game. I did get an S for it. You can see I have a 60% win rate on Azir. Somehow I only have a 5%, but that doesn't make sense anyways. Oh, 5% of games played. 60% of my games Azir right now because he's very strong. So that was the Jinx game that I had showed last time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games of Azir I won in a row, and then I've had a few bad games of Inters and stuff like that, and you can see that they're my most recent games. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you didn't, you're more than welcome to hit dislike button. If you want to catch any of my content, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.